All right, when it comes to long-term weight management, you've heard it all before, right? What to eat, how to exercise. But what if the real secret, the actual key, isn't on your plate at all, but in your head? Yeah, so let's dive into that. We're gonna go way beyond the usual advice and really uncover the psychological secrets to making success actually stick. So why is it so darn hard to keep the weight off for good? I mean, this is a question millions of us ask. It's the classic story, isn't it? You start out super strong, you're seeing results, and then boom, life happens. The motivation just fizzles out, and before you know it, the weight is creeping back. It's this super frustrating cycle, and it can really make you wonder, what am I doing wrong here? Well, that's exactly what we're gonna get into today. We're gonna push the meal plans and the workout routines to the side for a minute. Instead, we're focusing on something deeper, the crucial mental and emotional drivers. You know, the stuff going on inside our heads that the science shows are the real predictors of who actually succeeds in the long run.
Okay, so our first chapter, the power of your why and understanding your motivation. So where do we even begin with all this? Well, we start with the most fundamental piece of the whole puzzle, your motivation. And listen, this isn't just about, I want to lose weight. It's about digging deep to understand the personal reasons that are actually going to fuel you when things get tough. And the key concept here, the big idea, is something called intrinsic motivation. So what is that? It's basically the difference between doing something because you feel like you should, like my doctor told me to, and doing it because you genuinely want to. It's working out not for a reward or to avoid punishment, but because you actually love how it makes you feel, stronger, more energetic. It's that fire that comes from inside you, not from someone else. And look, this isn't just some feel-good theory. It is backed by some serious data. There was this one study that followed women in a weight loss program for over a year, and the results, they were crystal clear. The group that showed the biggest jump in that internal, intrinsic motivation, the ones who started to find real, genuine enjoyment in the process, they were the only group that was still losing weight a whole year later. The only one. I love this quote because it really boils it down to a kind of mental math, right? Your brain's emotional perception of what you're going to get has to outweigh the pain of what it costs. In other words, to stick with any goal, the good feelings you expect from the benefits have to feel way, way stronger than the discomfort of the sacrifice. That feeling of future health has to be more powerful than the pull of the comfy couch right now. So, okay, how do you actually build this powerful why for yourself? Well, here's a simple 5-step framework. First, get super specific with your goal. Second, be honest about the costs and sacrifices. What will it take? Third, list out the personal benefits, and I mean really personal. Not just look good, but things like have the energy to chase my kids around the park or feel strong and confident in my own skin. Fourth, you gotta make sure those benefits feel like they outweigh the costs. And finally, take all of that and wrap it up into a personal mission statement, something you can look at every single day to remind you. All right, next up, mindset is key. We're talking about the psychological predictors of success. So once you've got that powerful why figured out, what's next? Well, you've got to cultivate the right mindset. Think of it this way. If your motivation is the fuel, your mindset is the engine that actually uses that fuel to get you somewhere. And the cool thing is, we have a pretty good idea of what this engine needs to run well. See, a huge review of tons of different studies. We're talking data from thousands of people, pinpointed a few key mental factors that show up again and again. These are the things that consistently separate the people who keep making progress from those who don't. First up, we have this really critical pair of predictors. On the positive side, there's something called eating self-efficacy. Now, that's just a fancy term for your confidence, your core belief that you can make healthy eating choices, even when it's tough. It's that feeling of being in control. And on the flip side, the negative predictor is binge and emotional eating. You know, when you use food to cope with feelings instead of hunger. It completely undermines that sense of control. Next up is body image. And this one might surprise you. You'd think that really disliking your body would be this huge motivator for change, right? But the research shows the complete opposite is true. Having a positive body image, actually accepting and respecting your body right now for what it can do, is a huge predictor of success. Trying to reach a health goal from a place of self-criticism, that almost always backfires.
And our final pair here really ties it all together. On the positive side, you've got autonomous motivation. That's that feeling of being in the driver's seat of your own life, making your own choices. It connects right back to that intrinsic why we talked about. And on the negative side, depression and poor mood. It makes total sense, right? If you're struggling with your mental health, it can just drain away all the energy you need to make these big changes. Okay, Chapter 3, the social media effect and how your feed shapes your mindset. So we've spent a lot of time looking inside our own heads, but our mindset doesn't just exist in a vacuum, right? It's shaped by the world around us. So let's talk about one of the biggest forces shaping it today, social media. I mean, we all spend time on social media, right? It's pretty much unavoidable. And it's just flooded with messages about bodies, food, fitness, the whole shebang. So the big question is it actually helping our journey or is it hurting? Well, the latest research shows the answer is a little more complicated than you might think. Okay, get ready for this because it's probably not what you'd expect. The studies show that it's not about how many hours you spend scrolling. It's not a significant predictor. The critical, game-changing factor, it's the content you're actually looking at. What you consume is what makes all the difference. This chart lays it out so clearly. Check it out. That first bar shows that seeing weight loss content is linked to lower body appreciation. No big surprise there. But look at the second bar. This is the wild part. Seeing body positivity content, it actually had a neutral effect. The research found no significant positive or negative impact. It was just neutral. Let's just pause on that for a second. Simply being exposed to weight loss content. You know, the constant before and after pics, the diet tips, the what I eat in a day videos, that alone is significantly associated with feeling worse about your own body and, get this, more frequent binge eating. So it's not the clock, it's the content. It's that simple. Okay, last chapter, let's put it all together. What really matters? We've looked at our internal why, we've looked at our mindset, and we have looked at the impact of social media. So let's wrap this up. What are the absolute key takeaways for making this whole thing work long term? It really boils down to these key things. Number 1, your why is your fuel. It has to be personal. It has to be intrinsic. That's non-negotiable. Number 2, your mindset is a powerful predictor of success. You have to build that confidence and self-respect. Number 3, it's the content, not the clock. You have to curate your social media feed mindfully. If it makes you feel bad about yourself, get rid of it. And finally, the big one, lasting success is an inside game. It all starts in your head. And that really leaves us with one final big question to chew on. We spend so much time obsessing over the what, like, what should I eat? But what if the most important question we could ever ask ourselves isn't, what should I eat, but what is my why?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, which give us motivation to make better content for you. See you in the next video.